Hey everyone, Steve here from theturtlefollower.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at the markets for the upcoming week. We use the markets here to try and identify a potential trend, if the trend's changing, if it's up or down, and that really helps us on the premium side where we take trades based on a stock's own merit. However, we like to know if the wind is at our back and we're riding an uptrend in the market, or if we're kind of fighting it a bit. So that's the sole purpose here of the stock market outlook. First, we're going to look at the S&P. Now, in last weekend's video, we talked about the breakout over the 2087 level. Okay, that happened last week on the 13th, all right, which is this bar right here. Okay, this bar right here, let's highlight. So we finally had that breakout, and really this week what happened was what you would kind of expect in a way. We actually just consolidated for the better part of the week. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we really just moved sideways in a small consolidation. All right, and it really wasn't until Friday that the market said, hey, you know what, let's get up and go, and it actually broke out. So very similar to how I usually will take a trade on a break of a weekly chart, where I wait for the weekly chart to break out, then I wait for a secondary consolidation on the daily, and eventually a breakout from that. This is kind of what happened here, just in a little bit of a different time frame. So again, we had the breakout. All right, the market rallied all the way from 1976 through 2087. Now, at that point, the markets are going to be tired, right? There's not going to be a lot of buying pressure. This isn't, even though we've been accustomed to these V-shaped reversals, this wasn't one of those times, right? We were in a longer base, a longer consolidation, and finally we broke out. So with that happened, the nice thing to see was that we actually moved sideways. Okay, to me, that tells me that instead of people looking to go ahead and take profits or sell, if they're long the futures or whatever, instead what they're doing is they're actually just waiting for the next move higher. So there wasn't a lot of sellers up here, not a lot of buyers either, until Friday came, and then finally buyers came out. You could see the volume was right back to where the average has been, and ultimately the market broke out. So good looking setup here on the S&P futures, and if you look at the weekly chart, all right, you're actually continuing the trend higher. All right, so we broke from this small descending triangle, we broke out, broke to new highs, and on the weekly chart there's nothing not to like there. So S&P 500 looks good. The markets, though, were actually led, even though we look at the S&P 500, the markets were actually led this week by the Nasdaq. All right, and you could see again, Nasdaq, we broke out from this longer term downtrend. All right, we were in a bit of a a symmetrical triangle, an asymmetrical, one of them, depending on which line you were using. But needless to say, we finally broke out over that descending trend line. All right, that happened way back on the 11th, and then we just continually made new highs, broke all these levels here. All right, broke the 42.86, broke the 43.15, and then finally broke this 43.38. All right, and that happened on the 13th as well. So we broke out pretty significantly on the 13th. The difference here was the market went sideways for 3 days, and actually Thursday and Friday of this week picked up, and you could see on the increase. This is a great point, and it's something that you really need to look at moving forward. On this increased breakout here from this higher 3-day consolidation, volume actually increased. All right, it's important to note that volume increased on the breakout. Usually that means that there is some substance to the breakout. There's a lot more people that are looking to get in, almost like they're chasing it. But needless to say, the Nasdaq has led us for the better part of the last month or so, and the S&P has followed suit. The difference with the Dow, though, if we look at the YM, is the Dow also followed suit, but actually hadn't broken out to new highs until Friday. All right, so now that the Dow is actually broken out to new highs, and you can see again it did it on higher volume. All right, now that the Dow is broken out to new highs, I don't see any reason we don't continue. That's my personal opinion. That's what the charts are telling me. The fact is all three indices are at new highs. We're all in blue sky territory. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know, blue sky territory basically means there's no sellers. All right, it's the best spot you can be in a stock. It just can run further and faster than you think it would. And the reason for that is there's no sellers. All right, everybody's a winner. You know, we're not, obviously, if we go way, way back in some of these indices, especially the NASDAQ, we know that there was the dot-com bubble and everything like that. But you know what? People aren't holding the stock from 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So the fact is, I personally see no sellers. All right, everybody's a winner right now. Everybody who's bought in the last month, 2 months, 6 months is a winner. And if they're still holding, now they're saying, hey, you know what? Now I want to get these gains. Now I want to go ahead and ride these stocks. So no potential sellers means a lot of potential buyers, right? People are going to start chasing it. People are going to start pushing it up. And I think now with Friday's action, I think we can get a pretty significant run. Whether it goes up to, you know, 20,000, I don't know, on the Dow at least. But the fact is, I like the higher volume, and I like that the three major ones are at new highs. The only one that's not yet, but very close, is the Russell. All right, if we look at the Russell, it's still, it has broken out, but you can kind of make an argument that maybe it's still in this consolidation right in here. Other than that, though, again, higher volume, nice to see. Volume definitely came in on Friday, and if we go back out and look at the weekly, especially on the Russell, all right, we're looking at a pretty significant base here. And the last time we've seen that base, if we go back, let's go back about 5 years, just so we can fit it all in. All right, let's go right here. Look at what happened the last time we broke out of a base like that. Right through here. All right, we broke out of that base, and look at what we did. We rallied on the Russell. Okay, it was a very similar setup. We had a high back here. All right, we finally broke out, and essentially the Russell rallied from 836 all the way to 1200, almost a 50% rally in a better part of a year. So, you know, Russell again consolidated for a year, consolidated for just about a year. Maybe we get a 50% increase in the Russell. Wishful thinking, maybe not, maybe yes. Fact is, blue sky territory right there. All three indices, all three major indices at new highs, on higher volume. Nothing much that you would look for any further. So as far as going forward, I think short trades are kind of out of play. I think you want to consolidate and really look at long trades. You want to look at high quality long trades, and that's exactly what we do in the weekend update. So if you're a premium member, head on over. We'll take a look at some high quality trade setups for this coming week. We'll also take a look at our portfolio, which happens to be at all-time highs as well. We're now outperforming the S&P again for the year. So I'm very happy to announce that. And if you're not a premium member, why not? You know, get on over there, check out the premium membership. You have a 7-day free trial, no credit card required. Head on over, check it out, and see how we trade, how we put together trade setups and manage a portfolio. So again, premium members, weekend update is ready and up. Head on over there and check it out. Take care, guys, and we'll see you on Monday. Thanks for watching.